Today's topic is Heating Effect of Current, Chapter Electricity of Standard 10th. An electric current produces three important effects. These are heating effect, magnetic effect, and chemical effect. We will now discuss the heating effect of current. The magnetic effect of current will be discussed in the next chapter, whereas the chemical effect of current will be described in the higher classes. Heating effect of current. When an electric current is passed through a high resistance wire like nichrome wire, the resistance wire becomes very hot and produces heat. This is called the heating effect of current. This means when electric current is passes through a very high resistance like alloys, for example, nichrome wire, it has very high resistance. When electric current passes through it, then it becomes very hot and produces heat. This is called the heating effect of current. The heating effect of current is obtained by the transformation of electrical energy into heat energy. That is, it can be obtained by the transformation of electrical energy into heat energy. The role of resistance in electrical circuit is similar to the role of friction in mechanics. That is, in case of friction, we know that while rubbing our hand, friction produces heat. Likewise, in the electrical circuit, resistance also produces heat. That's why resistance in electrical circuit is similar to the friction in mechanics. Here is the figure related to the heating effect of current. Now derivation of formula for calculating heat produced when an electric current flows through the circuit. In the right side there is a figure of electric circuit in which different components are attached like battery, resistance, connecting wire. To calculate the heat produced in a conductor, let current I is flowing through a conductor AB of resistance R for time t. Let potential difference across its end is V. This means that a battery of V potential is applied across the conductor AB. Now, amount of work done in moving a charge Q from point A to B is given by the formula W is equal to Q into V. This formula comes from the potential difference. As we know, potential difference equal work done by charge. So, work done will be equal to charge into potential difference. Now we know that charge equal current into time, and by Ohm's law V is equal to IR. Putting these values of Q and V in equation 1, that is W is equal to Q into V. W will be equal to, put the value of charge I into T and potential V is equal to I into R. This will give the value W equals I square R T. Now assuming that all the work done is converted into heat energy, as it is a case of heating effect, so what the work done is doing here, that will convert into heat energy. Thus, heat produced is given by H is equal to I square RT. This is the required formula of heat produced in the heating effect of current, and its unit is here joule. The unit joule is taken in the honor of great scientist called James Prescott Joule. James Prescott Joule is the scientist on which joule is given. This formula gives the heat produced in joules when current of I ampere flows in a wire of resistance R ohm for time t second. This is known as Joule's law of heating. The required formula H is equal to I square RT. As its unit is joule, so it is also called Joule's law of heating. According to Joule's law of heating, the heat produced is directly proportional to square of the current, directly proportional to the resistance of the conductor, and also H is directly proportional to time. This means if we increase the value of current, then heat will be increased. If we increase the resistance, then also heat will be increased. And if time is increased, then also time heat produced will be increased. This means that the heat produced is directly proportional to I square R and T. Now, what are the applications of heating effect of current? There are many applications or uses of heating effect of current. The few applications are below. Number 1, electric cooker. Electric cooker turn red hot and the heat energy produced is absorbed by the cooking pot through conduction. Electric cooker is heated by the process of conduction. Number 2, electric heater. Radiant heaters turn red at about 900 degrees Celsius and the radiant emitted is directed into the room by polished reflectors. Number 3, electric kettle. The heating element is placed at the bottom of the kettle so that the liquid being heated covers it. The heat is then absorbed by water and distributed throughout the whole liquid by convection. As you know, the conduction and convection are the mode of transfer of heat. Conduction is possible in the solid, whereas convection is in both the cases liquid and gases. Fourth one, electric iron. When current flows through the heating element, the heat energy developed is conducted to the heavy metal base, raising its temperature. This energy is then used to press cloths. The temperature of the electric current can be controlled using a thermostat. In iron, there is a property of changing the or controlling the temperature by the use of thermostat, a bimetallic strip. Fifth application is electric bulb. When electric charge is passed through a very thin, high resistance tungsten filament of electric bulb, the bulb becomes white hot and emits light. Tungsten metal is used for making the filament because it has a very high melting point, that is 3380 degrees Celsius. Bulb is filled with a chemically unreactive gas like argon or nitrogen. For the heating effect of current, we use heating elements like alloys, and in alloys generally nichrome wire is taken because alloys has high resistivity and they do not undergo oxidation easily even at high temperature. Since nichrome wire is alloy, so we use nichrome wire for heating element and can be kept red hot without burning or breaking in air. This is all about heating effect of current.